welcome to BizLit. If you're new, I'm Nkululeko Khumalo, and this channel is dedicated to building more conscientious leaders around the globe. Why? Because too often, poor decisions by those in power lead to disastrous outcomes. Outcomes we might avert if we had strong, thoughtful leadership. And I believe one of the best ways to grow great leaders is through education, particularly from great books. Every month, I share insights from the titles I'm reading, hoping they spark new ways of thinking for you. For my returning viewers, welcome back. Let's keep our shared mission going, learning together and inspiring better leadership everywhere. Now, let me ask you, have you ever been stuck on a problem only to find the solution strike you like lightning at 3 a.m. or in the middle of you showering? Sounds familiar, right? But here's the million-rand question. What if these breakthroughs weren't just random luck? What if you could actually summon them on demand? Today, we're going to be diving into Gary Klein's Seeing What Others Don't, a roadmap to uncovering hidden insights that can transform the way you solve problems and lead. Picture this. I'm a junior programmer staring at lines of code until my eyes burn. Nothing works, no matter how logical or thorough I am. Finally, I call it a night. Then at 3 a.m., bam, the perfect solution hits me. Back then, I thought it was just dumb luck. But over time, I learned my brain was doing exactly what it's designed to do, solving problems beneath the surface when I'm not even aware of it. So how do we turn these surprising 3 a.m. breakthroughs into repeatable skill, instead of just waiting for inspiration to strike? That's where Gary Klein's research comes in. He's mapped out patterns behind these aha moments, showing us how we can spark insights on demand. Let's break down his powerful framework. Gary Klein identified 3 powerful paths to insights. Think of these as your breakthrough toolkit. Contradictions. Let me tell you something wild. Whenever straightforward logic has failed, I start flipping the problem on its head, sometimes doing the opposite of what seemed logical. And guess what? It works again and again. And research backs this up. The most innovative solutions often emerge when you least expect them, through unconventional and even illogical approaches. Connections. This is about linking ideas that appear unrelated, like how Newton connected the falling of an apple to gravity. It's a skill we can all develop by staying curious and open. Creative desperation. When you're truly backed into a corner, your mind can unlock solutions you never saw before. It's often the final push for that game-changing insight. Okay, let's see how these 3 paths to insight, contradiction, connections, and creative desperations can transform the way we pick teams. I call this the team collaboration puzzle. We've got 4 potential teammates. A, methodical, calm, and detail-oriented. B, excellent brainstormer, fast-paced, and sometimes overlooked details. C, highly skilled but competitive, doesn't shy away from challenge. D, widely creative, impulsive, and thrives on freedom. The catch? Our new innovation pod only has 3 seats. So who do we choose to spark the best synergy and results? 9 times out of 10, people pick the top individual performers, maybe B and C, and then throw in either A or D. But hold on, let's try a quick experiment. Pause the video if you want to jot down your top trio, and we'll compare notes. Ready? Here's where Klein's insight paths really shine. First up, contradictions. If B and C are both star performers, we might assume they'd create a dream team. But let's say these two have a fierce rivalry. When they're together, productivity plummets because they spend more time competing rather than collaborating. That's the contradiction. What's obvious on paper, best plus best equals unstoppable, can be totally wrong in the real-world conditions. Next, we have connections. A and D might look incompatible. One steady and detail-orientated, and the other is impulsive and thrives on spontaneity. But guess what? Their opposites can actually complement each other. A steadies D's wild ideas, while D pushes A to be more creative. Combine those personalities with the B's brainstorming skills, and you might see unstoppable synergy. Now for creative desperation. What if you've tried pairing B and D or A and C and it's not working? You might be forced to try a trio that nobody expected, like ABD or ACD. Suddenly, you discover that leaving out one star like C, who's very competitive, might boost overall harmony. Sometimes excluding a top performer prevents tension that ruins the group's flow. That's a desperate move that ends up being brilliant. So, which three do you think make the strongest innovative pod? Let me know in the comments below. Remember, contradictions mean that what we assume is obvious can be wrong. Connections remind us that the usual pairing can lead to unexpected magic, and creative desperation might push us to discover the best solution when all else fails. This is exactly how insights arrive in the real world, by questioning assumptions, spotting hidden relationships, and staying open when everything else seems to fall apart. With that puzzle in mind, let's talk about how to make these insights more than just luck, using a practical toolkit I call your breakthrough blueprint. You'll see how each of these steps, embrace the weird, strategic stepping away, and questioning everything, brings you closer to those game-changing aha moments. Let's turn this into a practical blueprint you can use every day. Embrace the weird. Write down your most outlandish or ridiculous solution. And ask yourself, what if the opposite were true? Strategic stepping away. Schedule breaks deliberately. Use sleep or non-work time to let your mind incubate ideas. Question everything. Challenge one assumption daily. Look for patterns in your stuck points. You'll find these principles everywhere, whether it's CRISPR revolutionizing gene editing in medicine or Tesla reimagining the automotive landscape. They all relied on moments of powerful insights. Your mission: pick one problem you're wrestling with right now. Apply these three paths to insights, and then share your breakthrough story in the comments below. I'll be there to chat about it with you personally. That's it for today's episode. Next month, we're plunging into the mind of a modern maverick, Elon Musk. We'll explore Walter Isaacson's new biography and see how Musk's thought processes turn sci-fi dreams into world-changing realities. Trust me, after reading Gary Klein's Seeing What Others Don't, you'll spot Musk's hidden connections, contradictions, and creative desperations from a mile away. I'm Nkululeko Khumalo, and this is BizLit, where we believe that by reading, learning, and sharing these insights, we can help shape more conscientious leaders around the world. Because sometimes one good idea can change everything. See you next time.